Okay, Rachel. So after our last session, I realized that you had talked a lot about what you see as successful and what you think a 23-year-old woman like yourself should be like. Can you tell me again kind of what you see as success at your age?
Yeah, I feel like I have to get a really good job because my mom is always telling me, like, if I don't get a good job and I don't make enough money, then I'm going to be a failure. So I need to get a really good job. I have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to pay really good money
Mm-hmm.
or else it's not successful.
Mm-hmm. What about in terms of where you live? Would you be living at home? Would you be living outside of the house?
I'd be living outside of the house
Mm-hmm.
on my own, I guess paying all my bills and doing that. And that would be, that looks like success, I think, to me.
How do you think that would affect your family?
If I were to move out,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I would leave my dad to just fend for himself. Like nobody gets him except for me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not going to be happy. He's just going to be really sad if I leave. And so I don't want to leave him with my mom because she's not understanding about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to make her happy, be successful, but then to move out and then that's just going to make him sad and I want to make him happy. So I want to make them both happy.
Wow.
Like I have to make them both happy. I don't know how.
That's a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
I know, yeah.
And really high, models that you have to live up to.
Yeah, and my sister, she does awesome at everything. So I have to do better than her because they love her. She's the golden child, so I have to be better than her. That's the only way that they'll love me is if I'm better than her.
Goodness. That sounds like a lot, and also a lot of it sounds like it's kind of in contradiction with each other.
Yeah.
Because there are some things that you really need. You want to be independent, you want to be out of the house, but at the same time you feel responsible to make your dad feel loved and happy, and even though you don't get along with your mom, you want to make her feel proud of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what the difference is between rational and irrational? Kind of.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah. So there are these things that we talk about in therapy a lot of the times. They're called irrational beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And they can kind of mean just that they don't exactly make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And even though that you feel really strongly about them, they don't make sense because they block you from what you really want.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe an example of that could be you really wanting to move out of the house, but at the same time feeling like you have to kind of be there for your dad and almost be like his go-to person even though you feel like you need to leave.
Yeah.
Do you think that these kind of beliefs that you have about being successful, do you feel like they're helping you achieve what you want to achieve right now?
No, they're not. It's irrational for me to think that I can make both my dad and my mom happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to, but I don't know if it's possible.
And yourself even. You know,
Yeah.
you want to make yourself happy too, but you seem to have everyone else kind of
Yeah, and
right
I'm
now.
worried about all of that, and then my weight, and I don't know. I don't know.
And that's okay. You know, it's normal for us to have thoughts that we feel like we have to live up to. But what we can do is kind of start to identify those irrational beliefs and replace them with ones that are a little bit more rational. It'll take time, but I think it'll help you a lot. Are you willing to try that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.